When Bill was a boy, he got a toy cannon. He'd been wanting this thing for a long time, asked his parents, oh, I gotta have this cannon, really cool cannon. So they said, well, toy cannon, that's no big deal. And so they bought him this cannon, a fairly big calcium carbide cannon. And I don't think his parents realized what this thing could do. And you put calcium carbide in it,
which is used for miner's lantern. And when you put that in water, the chemical process is such that you get acetylene gas. And acetylene has some characteristics that are such that if it's under compression, or when it gets under compression, it explodes. There's a chemical change there, and it's not an oxygen process, but oxygen certainly helps make it explode.
It was Christmas. He opens up this present. He's got this big old cannon, and they're saying, "Oh, this is very good." So he's playing with it in front of the group circle of family, and he loads it up and lights it off in the house, and just boom, and everybody just stops. Everybody's, all their ears are ringing, and then they realize what they had given their son for Christmas.
I had this cannon. Well, it would make it sound like a gun. Pow! It's a big noise, and so all of a sudden, after December 7th. They were afraid that the Japanese were going to attack, come off shore, so they had a lot of soldiers stationed on the west coast. And we happened to live next to the public library there in Raymond, and in the basement there were a whole bunch of soldiers, and that's where they ate. And so I came down and I fired this thing and out on the street, thinking that it wasn't doing anything wrong, and it emptied that library. Well, not completely empty it, but the soldiers were kind of concerned about that. And but one of them, they told me that I was all right, and the soldiers would come there and they'd go to someplace else and so on, and so it was a new bunch of soldiers every once in a while. And one of the guys who was running that thing, who was in the Army, they were eating dinner, and he said, "Come on with me," and we went to the door, and he opened the door, and I fired in. Pow! And he says, "Get the hell out of here."